Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we will be looking into getters and setters in JavaScript and the importance of using that in a JavaScript application. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, we'll declare an object const person. Okay, we'll declare an object called as const person, and we'll keep the first name as Gaurav Kamath. Sorry, Gaurav, and last name as Kamath. Okay. So in order, if you want to call that particular first name and last name outside of this particular object, you can do console.log of, right? Show some backticks. This is called as template literals, right? And what are you doing to do? You are just going to do person dot first name, and this is how you are going to do. So person dot first name. This is how I want to get the first name of Gaurav. So if I get, I'll get Gaurav. Think that I want to get the full name of this particular person, a person object. So what I can do is I can just integrate one more variable called as person, sorry, shouldn't be an array, person dot last name, right? So this is what we normally do if you want to get the full name of that particular object. So we have given first name and last name. If you want to have the full name of that particular person object, normally what do? We do console.log of person dot first name and person dot last name. But think that I want to call this particular, I want to use the person's full name somewhere else in the applications. So when you do that, you normally have to call this particular console.log in this particular case again to do that. So this is kind of a repetitive step wherein this is kind of what to say, a redundant code where you keep on writing person dot first name, person dot last name all the times if you want to call this 15 times in your application. So what we can do is we can create a method inside that particular person object, and we can make use of this particular code there, and then we can call that particular method how many times we want in our application, so that anywhere we want to change that particular person's name, for example Gaurav, if you want Gaurav's Kamath, so all everywhere I have to keep on changing it in order to do that. So what is the best way is to create that particular function, and we'll insert these values inside that function and call that particular method anywhere we want in our application, right? So that's what we can do. So how we can create a method? So we can create a method by telling full name is a method, right? The new version of JavaScript, we can directly call the method inside a function, inside an object, and then here we can return what we can return. We can return this particular scope, copy it, and probably we can paste it off with the backticks here and a backticks here. So we'll see whether this will work, and we'll go here. We can say console.log of person dot full name, right? So since it's a method, we have to access it as a method. Everything works properly. But now think that this full name is only readable, right? So I cannot do, for example, const full name is equal to, if I cannot do Manikanta Nair, right? If I want to add this name to this particular function, I cannot do that. It still shows me Gaurav Kamath, right? Because it will give you an issue telling that, okay, if I want to do, sorry, not const here, if I want to do person dot person dot, if I want to add this property telling that person dot full name is equal to Manikanta Nair, and if I do that, I cannot do, because person dot full name is not a function, it is saying. So I cannot add this particular value to this particular full name function. Why? Because this full name or this particular method is only readable. We cannot write or mutate that particular function. So we are making, in order to do this kind of activities, we are making use of getters and setters. Okay, so what does getters do? So getters or get give you will give you the property value, will give you the property. You can access that particular property of that object, and set will you will you can sorry you can mutate that particular property. You can mutate or change the property, right? So this is what we are going to do. So getters and setters, get will give you the property of that particular object, and setter you can mutate or change the property. Okay, so what I want is I want to replace this Gaurav Kamath with Manikantha Nair from outside of this particular function without touching that function object. From the outside I want to change it. So that's my task. So, and one more thing is that I want to console.log person.fullname as a property and not as a function. And if I do that, I want to get that particular value. Okay, so how can I do that is the question, right? So if I can do that now, so now what happens is now if I check here, I'm getting Manikantha Nair. Why? Because I am adding a full name property to this particular object, right? I am adding a full name property to this particular object and console.logging that full name. Consider this as a function itself. We want to access this from a function here and not from that particular value. For the timing, I'll comment this off. And now if I add a get here, right, get full name, and now if I save it and if I remove this particular function, I can get that particular property. I can get Gaurav Kamath. So what is there in person.first name and person.last name in that particular function? So it will go to Gaurav and it will go to Kamath, and I can call now this value or this function as a property. I can call this function as or a method as a property, and not explicitly I have to tell it as a function. So this is the importance of using get. You can get by using a simple keyword called as get, you can access that particular method as a property. All right, so now how can I add Manikantha Nair or this particular string into this full name and replace it with Gaurav Kamath? I couldn't do that, and now I'm trying to do that by setting a property. So set full name. So I'm setting this particular property. So that function will take a parameter. I can take it as name, right? I can take it as name, and what I can do is I can split that particular name. Okay, I will just uncomment this now. So I'll split that particular name. Name dot split is a array method, is a string method, and I want to split based on the space here. So this is the value which I'm passing here as name. Okay, person dot full name is equal to Manikantha Nair. So this name will be this particular value. Now I have to split that in terms of a space there, right? There is a space here, so I'm splitting it. It will return me an array. It will return me an array and store that in const f name. F names I can give. So f const f name is equal to names dot split. Now if you want to check, you can do console.log of f names and check what's happening there. I'll get Manikantha space Nair. So now I'm passing that particular value, and what am I doing? I am getting that based on the space. So now my array has Manikantha as a first index and Nair at the second index. Oh, sorry, 0th index and the first index, and I have two values inside that particular array. So I am getting that array, I'm splitting that array. Now what I want to do is I want to set the first name property, right? I'm the first name property and access that array, f names as an array, and I'm pass it 0. So the first name will become Manikantha as it is first names of 0, and next this dot last name will give you f names of 1. So Nair will be added as a last name. So now if I save and if I go here, I'll get Manikantha Nair as the output, as I am trying to pull that particular data person dot full name. So the full name will be get replaced with whatever values I have been set. And now if I can change this value and write it to Rakesh Kotari, right? I'm saving this value and I'll get Rakesh Kotari because I'm setting this value from the outside of this function, and my Gaurav Kamath will be getting replaced. Okay, so and this is console.log is person.full name. I am accessing this full name because of the get parameter. Now I can access in terms of a property. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for you to understand getters and setters and why do we require that. Because basically getters, you want to get the property of that particular object, and setter is used to mutate or change that particular property from outside that particular object. Okay, if you find this video much more interesting, you can just please like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you with much more cool features of JavaScript in the coming videos. Thank you and stay safe.